Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd, and this is the 23rd of April 2012, and we've got some Earth Day activities to share with you. Well, this is photos from the day before Earth Day. There's the Omni booth down on the square, and you can see, well, let's see who we've got. There's John Rule and Joanna Pollock, and she's, of course, touting the upcoming vote on the transit tax. And there's a lady, I believe, who's from Central America, if I'm not mistaken, and she's down at the square in what we might call a native costume. Okay, there's Gladys Tiffany at the Omni booth. And what else there? Okay, those are people who are fans of native plants, and they're looking at some for sale out on the square. And there are just a few booths that have those. And that is a red, spotted, purple butterfly. That young man walked up to me when I was sitting down and showed me the butterfly and put it on the table. And I started photographing it on the table. I never got his face in a picture. And I was frustrated about that. He walked away, he gave it to me, he said, yeah, you keep it. And I'd been sharing in past weeks butterflies down there, and he had been one of the kids who wanted to handle them. So he brought that one to me. So after he left, I was still showing it to other kids. And it's red, spotted purple. Of course, the spots are actually orange. And it's not so much purple, it's deep blue and black. But let's see, well, some of these folks are just doing their usual thing downtown. We get back to the butterfly. There's a little girl that approached. She said she likes butterflies, but she never did quite touch this one. And you can tell that she was a little shy about it, but she certainly got close to it and said, I like butterflies. So that was kind of neat. Kind of the same thing kids have said every week lately when we have a butterfly live on the square. Again, this is a tree-dependent butterfly, and it's hackberry trees and willow trees and such that these thrive on. This is a buckeye butterfly, and it's out on Pinnacle Wet Prairie. And there you see that you actually are looking at two butterflies, and they're mating right now, which is going on with all the insects. And the male is probably the smaller one, actually, but they're beautiful creatures. And I wish everyone could, maybe I'll find a buckeye one day and take it down to the square. So, okay, this is the picture day at Wilson Park, sponsored by the Omni Center for Peace, Justice, and Ecology. And you see the big boat arch tree where people posed. And Kirk Lanier was down there making pictures of them, and he photographed every group that got up there. And I kind of wandered around, got a few pictures of other things, and got some of the people. And you see the family groups, and then Donna Sterna, dressed as Mother Earth, would join them. And that's Donna and Kelly. You know them as Still on the Hill, very wonderful musicians and songwriters, and also as Toucan Jam when they do things just for kids. Well, that's Kurt Lanier in the background there, and that's his wife next to Donna, posing after it's over. And you'll be able to, if you got your picture made, contact Kirk Lanier if you don't get an email soon telling you where it's available to you. That's Donna's son with her in that photo. And that's Kelly in the background and the son. And, well, you know, I just sort of got the people that worked hard there when I got their pictures, because they really put this thing on, and it was terrific. Sorry, everybody in town didn't. Some people walked past and didn't know what was going on. We try to tell them, and so, well, no, I don't want to get my picture made. But the ones that actually did it were thrilled. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. and continue to celebrate Earth Day in Fayetteville into the second week of May. Thank you. Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd, and it's April 2012, very late in the month. Is this the 26th? Anyway, we've got some photos to share from Kitty Creek in northwest Fayetteville. Well, they're the dredging machine and packing and gravel dumping truck and so forth. They widen the stream bed between the new post office and Joyce Boulevard. And this is for a developer who's coming with it's a bank building, I understand. We'll see some photos of that. Well, this is south of that site where the Mud Creek Trail and the Kitty Creek Trail meet, and the Kitty Creek runs into, now we were way up north there in the background for that first photo or two, and here we are down there, and you can see that you're about to see the stream hasn't been dredged lately. It was dredged some years ago, but they didn't concrete the base, so it was left relatively natural, and the vegetation has returned, and it's really quite beautiful in there. And you had red-winged blackbirds and many other native species of birds and flowers. Well, let's see, there's a map of this area. You can see the big arrow points to the site on the Mud Creek Trail where we're standing to take this picture of this sign. And we've got some nice signs on the trails now. And you can see Kitty Creek comes from the northwest there, and it actually has no riparian zone where they're clearing it up there, and may never again, but at least this part between the Mud Creek itself and that trail up to Joyce has revegetated. So the riparian zone sign is to explain to people what's important about protecting the vegetation and the soil along the streams. The buffer should be a vegetated buffer. The more vegetation, the better. Native vegetation, the best. And any body of water can be said to have a riparian zone and should have a riparian buffer. The Corps of Engineers tries to maintain that on lakes such as Beaver Lake, but because of the extremes in water level changes during the year for various uses, the habitat along the edge of Beaver Lake isn't so good. It gets drowned out and then it gets dried out, and only occasionally do we have a good year for a stable level for a long period. But the riparian area helps to reduce flooding. It filters out pollutants, and this is the thing the city worries about, because you have to meet the water quality regulations of the government, and it's for our own good. It's not to entertain the government. It's so that we have clean drinking water. In this case, it's clean drinking water in Oklahoma because this is in the watershed of the Illinois River. And now you can see the beavers have made a dam there at the Kitty Creek outflow where it goes into Mud Creek. So the beavers can really make things better. But if there had been a lot of big trees, they sometimes cut down some really nice trees in the process of building their dams. But you gotta love those little guys. They're better engineers than the Corps of Engineers. Their dams hold up real well, and they don't cost us a thing. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See ya.